What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the channel, guys. Thank you for tuning in today. We're going to make a short video today on basically my impression of the 6.1 Hemi and the 6.4 Hemi. I just kind of wanted to go over this video because I really like the 6.1 Hemi and I love the 6.4 Hemi, and so I kind of want to give my overall opinion on what I think of those cars and basically, you know, just kind of give you guys a good idea. So with that being said, let's just jump straight into the video. Alright guys, so jumping right into it, my first impression of the 6.1 Hemi Challenger SRT8. I'm going to first start off by saying that car, that car is a classic car in my opinion. That car is badass, you know, and I know everybody gets stuck on the horsepower, you know, the horsepower numbers. They say, oh, you know, the Challenger SRT8 only has, you know, 425 horsepower. But guys, there's so much more than just performance in those cars. I mean, when I look at the Challenger SRT8, man, from 2008 to 2010, I mean, I just see straight muscle in those cars. I mean, I love the body style. I love the sound of the 6.1. You know, my buddy had a 6-speed manual, and it sounded just, oh, it sounded brutal. I mean, it just sounded really, really good. So, you know, my overall opinion, it's a reliable car. You know, it's reliable. It looks good. It sounds good. I mean, you know what? I almost bought a 6.1 SRT8 not too long ago because I was like, you know what? This car is badass. I don't care about the horsepower and torque numbers. I just love the car. It rides nice. You know, everything about the car I loved. You know, it's got great interior too. And I mean, you got to think about it, guys. Some of these guys, they all get stuck on horsepower numbers, but you got to think, guys, that was almost 10 years ago. I mean, that car is a classic, in my opinion. And, you know, it's just a great overall car. Really, it is. So, with that being said, you know, awesome car. And like I said, guys, when I was looking at one, the reason I really didn't end up buying one was because the price on some of them. And the fact that I wanted the 6.4 just because it was newer and improved. The price on a Challenger SRT8, if it has low miles on it, can go upwards of $30,000 for a car in, you know, in that era. So I just couldn't get myself to spend 30 grand on a Challenger SRT8. Don't get me wrong though. I mean, those cars hold their value really, really well if they have low miles on them. So incredible car. For all of you guys out there that have one, man, badass car. Now, moving on to the 6.4 Hemi. I'm going to first start off by saying the body style on the 6.4s, I love. You know, and then they came out with the new model, the new design in 2015. And that was also, I love the new one too. I also like the old body style. So the car looks amazing. And then when it comes to performance on the 6.4 Hemi, the performance, in my opinion, when you look at some of the cars in its class, is really pretty incredible considering the 6.4 Hemis. I mean, even in the Chargers and Challengers, I mean, those cars, I mean, they're a little bit heavier than the cars in its class. I mean, if you're you know, the Mustang 5.0s, I know they weigh around 3,700 pounds. The Camaro SSs the new ones weigh around 3,600 pounds. So when it comes to it, I mean, man, it has some great performance behind it, you know? And you know what? These cars drive incredibly well. I mean, the 8-speed, I got the 8-speed automatic transmission. I mean, the efficiency in this car is just off the charts. It drives so incredibly well. And you know what? I can also say that about the older SRTs from back 2011 when they came out with the 6.4s. You know, honestly, in my opinion, the 6.4 is one of the most badass naturally aspirated V8s on the market, hands down. And I'm not saying that just because I'm a Mopar fanboy. I'm saying that because I'm looking at some of the competition and what they have to offer in their cars, and it's not up to, in my opinion, it's not up to what Dodge is putting out. The quality of the interior is great. Now, mind you, it's not a Cadillac, but the interior fits this car so well, guys. you know, I mean, this is a Challenger, right? It's not supposed to have, you know, the interior of a Cadillac, you know, CTS. But the interior fits the car incredibly well, in my opinion. It's perfect. You get the nice bucket seats, you know, you get the heated and cooled seats. I mean, everything about the car is simple and perfectly fits the car. The big infotainment system, the nice, you know, retro gauges. Everything about the car is just simple and how it needs to be on a car like this. Now I'm going to talk about kind of the price of these cars. So they look good, they sound good, they drive well, everything about that. I want to talk about the price that some of these come in at. Now, I do think that some of the newer ones, you know, I do think you could maybe do a little bit better and buy a used one for sure. That's what I recommend all of you guys out there that end up watching this. If you guys are looking for a Scat Pack, buy a used one, guys. In my opinion, you're going to save yourself. You're probably going to save yourself around $10,000 to $12,000 if you buy a used Scat Pack. And I say that because the new Scat Packs, and I said this in my last video, they go for around $45,000 brand new, and that's not even with the gas guzzler tax in the price. The gas guzzler tax is another $1,800. So by the time you're said and done, you're going to be about $50 out the door. Now, guys, I said this previously. That's close to a Hellcat price range, and I would really recommend buying a used Scat Pack for around mid-30s. And that's an incredibly, you know, find a nice one in good quality for 30-something, you know, $37,000, $36,000, $38,000, $39,000 and save yourself some cash, guys. Because you will take a hit when you buy those new ones. But nonetheless, guys, you know, everything about this car, and I'm not trying to sound like a fanboy, you know. I'm not trying to just sound, oh, you know, I have a Scat Pack, so this car's, you know, the best one out there. I'm not trying to sound like that at all. But for some of you out there, you know, if you guys haven't driven one of these, guys, just go and try it out, guys, and test drive it and see, you know, see how you guys like it. I think you guys will be really impressed. So that's going to end the video, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and I tried to not make it too long, but I tried to just touch up on the, you know, the points that I really care about. And that's, you know, efficiency, comfort, power, you know, design, you know, all of that is, you know, really important to me. So thank you guys for tuning in today. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.